Well, here I am with the BSA A65 engine bottom end completely dismantled now, and I've already run into some, shall we say, interesting things. Let's start with this one. The light's not very good here, but I think we can see what I'm looking at. That's the sludge trap end plug, and someone's really gone to town with a hammer and punch on that, locking that in there. That's not going to come out too easily, so that's going to be quite a bit of fun and a challenge, I would think, to get undone. One small centre pop mark would have been more than adequate, but there you are. Why do that when you can batter it to death and make a whole ring of them? And we got quite a lot of wear on the time inside journal as well, and it's measuring with my crude measuring devices. I think we're already down to -20 there with wear, so hopefully we might be able to go beyond that to reclaim that. The drive side main bearing, I've never seen this before. Now usually they can be quite a struggle to get off, because I know that from when I've set the shimmings for the end float up in order to get it correct. Sometimes you have to put a few shims on, put the main bearing on, put it in the cases, clamp them together, and then if you need to adjust it, you've got to take it back out and get this bearing off again to get at the shims behind it. And getting this bearing off can be quite a struggle sometimes, but not in this case. And it's also quite a sloppy and floppy fit on the main shaft, so I don't know yet whether we may have the wrong size of bearing there, or whether the main shaft has worn or been ground down or what, I don't know, but it's very, very loose. I've never seen them like that before, so there's that to look into. And in here you see that thrust race for the time inside bush, that's actually been fitted incorrectly too, and that's how it was when I split the crankcases, with those oil grooves vertical. Now it can rotate about quite a bit there fore and aft. Fitted correctly with the oil grooves running horizontally, it doesn't slop about in there. So yeah, quite a few, shall we say, not very good things there already. So I'm going to be looking at, hopefully, if I can get that undone. I may even have to weld a nut on that to get a socket on there to undo it, I don't know yet. Hopefully get this reground if there's an undersize available for it. The big end journals are very good actually. I'm not worried about them, they're great, and the shells in the conrods are also very good, which is quite a surprise actually. So someone's obviously rebuilt it and gone to the trouble of fitting new shells, and I don't know whether they got the big end journals ground or polished, or whether they were okay or what, but whatever's gone on, this has been reground at some time and then being allowed to wear again. So I'm going to deal with that, and that. I think it might be a fair while before this is going back together somehow, so fingers crossed. If I can get the undersized bush for that, we should hopefully be in business, subject to whatever's been going on here being fixable one way or another. So it's no wonder that these A65s get a bad name when people put them together wrong like that, but there we are. I'll try and sort it all out, and hopefully eventually it'll be a good engine again.